Hello there, everybody. My last video, where I was speaking about nuclear bombs and nuclear war, is what I considered to be the most important video that I have ever done. Uh, Maybe it was too horrifying for some, for a lot of it, but I usually come straight to the point. I don't tiptoe around things. So, in if that such a scenario happens, which it will not be allowed to happen, it affects every soul on the planet, including yours. So, if a nuclear war happens, a worldwide war, and you're caught in any of the blasts, you won't go up there. You won't ascend because your soul is in pieces. There's nothing for you to ascend. There's nothing there of you to ascend. So it was the only video that I've made, and I've made well over 30 of them now. If you care to go back and have a look, I know YouTube are inclined to put my videos, say, on the back burner. Right from the word go, they've always put them on the back burner. But at least it's getting out to some people. Some people are noticing them, and that's fine with me. That is fine with me, as long as there's one person listening and taking note. But that video, I ask you to share it, because every single soul on the planet will be affected by this if it happens. I know I say that it won't happen, but remember, the dark side wanted to happen. So where is your free will? Are you going along with the dark side, or are you going on with the light, the positive side? So I'll ask you to share that video. Share it, share it, share it. I know the shares are not coming up as they should be on each post, on the posts. But I ask you to share it anyway. Give it out to your friends. Strangely enough, a few days after I put up that video, Corey Good, I'm sure many of you have heard the name, he said the very same thing, where he says that when a nuclear explosion happens, it goes up through all the dimensions and affects every single one of them. It tears through the very fabric of time and space, time. Okay? He never mentioned about the souls. Obviously, he didn't know about the soul part of it. I must be the only one that, well, I am the only one that ever spoke about it. And if you go back to every single one of my videos, I've always given out information that was either copied, I came out later, or became the information became available later, because what I say pops up. Usually pops up. Crikey, a few years back, I said that I would need to be careful about what I say, because what I say usually appears. And I also said that the dark side were using humanity to manifest stuff for them. Okay, I said that years ago. Again, I was the only one that mentioned it to my knowledge, as I always like to give out fresh information that nobody has ever given out. So the dark side are using people and their imagination to manifest. If you were aware of Michael Salah, he stated that some psychic or other was telling him that during the World Cup game between Scotland and Brazil, that a ship would appear and remove people from the stadium. Again, they were using people's imagine hope. They were hoping people's imagination would manifest that for them, but it didn't happen. Michael Salah admits that now, and he also said that the deep state uses people and people's imagination to manifest stuff because they're not capable of manifesting themselves. That is not within their gift. They have to rely on the likes of you and me to produce things for them. They cannot do it themselves. So I ask you again to please share that video. How would you like if something happened and because you didn't see anything, people didn't know, and allowed the war to happen, completely unaware of the consequences? So it's a bad thing to have on your conscience. So please, 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 please share that video. I don't care if we never ever shared another video, including this one, and not to put out about it. I would like if you did share it, but that last one, please put it out there because it affects every single man, woman, child, and baby on the planet. It affects their souls. Now, um, I want to. Well, I've been meaning to share this little bit of information for you in every single video, and it kept slipping my mind. So today I said I'm going to put that in there. And what it was is that a number of years ago, um, uh, I'm in this house nearly 50 years. Um, my granddaughter, who was about, what was she, 2 or 3 at the time, was out playing in the backyard, the back garden, and she was among the grass. She was playing in the grass, and suddenly, now you remember, I've mowed that lawn, I've mowed that grass, I walked across it, I've done things out there. I must have been out there thousands of times before she went out there. And she was out there, and this is what she pulled out of the ground, out of the grass. It was stuck in the earth. And this is what she pulled out of the ground. Okay? Now, to this day, we don't know how that got in there. But nobody brought this into this house. We don't know. I didn't, and neither of my family have ever brought this into the house. Strange, isn't it? But yet, she was hardly out there, and she finds this in the earth, and she pulled it up. So, how many times have you been out your back, walking around? How many times would you think you were out there? I couldn't put a figure on it, but it's quite a lot. Strange, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. As I'm on the subject, see this little bugger down here? How many of you are afraid of him? That little fecker. Yeah? How many of you are afraid of him? So afraid that you won't even say the name. And that little fecker, are you afraid of him? Are you even afraid to say Lucifer, or the devil, or Satan? Does that give you a shiver every time you hear that pastor's name? So, if so, then you've got a good way to go yet. But if you're not afraid to mention it or to hear about it or to talk about it, well done. It means you're not afraid. I think I said in my last video or the video before that if you're afraid of dying is equal to you're afraid of God. It's more or less the same thing. If I die, you have to face God. Oh God. Okay, so if you're not afraid of dying, thumbs up. Get up off your knees. Never pray on your knees. Never get down on your knees. Who asked you to get on your knees? Show me where your own father says get down on your knees before you talk to me. Would you get down on your knees to your earthly father here, or your earthly mother? Would you get down on your knees if you want to talk to them? No. Yet they love you. But the love that they have for you is not in compared to what the Creator has for you. And He's not asking you to get down on your knees or beg. So don't go like this. Talk like you spoke to your own father or mother. Okay? Just speak naturally, kindly. If you want to give out, give out. If you saw the amount of times that I've given out, yeah, I still give out. But that doesn't mean I don't love it. Or her. Peter asked Yeshua or Jesus, what is the Creator like? What's the Father like? And Yeshua just went, it just is. Father just is. Just is. He didn't say he was male or female because he couldn't say that he was male or she was female. Just is. You know? So there is no one asking you, begging you, or just, excuse me, yes, the religion is asking you to get down on your knees. And then there's a guy standing up there on the altar between you, putting himself between you and the Creator, source of all source. You can't speak to the Creator unless this. Although, I look like one of them, don't I? I have to get a couple of fancy clothes that Jesus warned you about. The people in the fancy clothes. So never have put anyone between you and the Creator. Never put anybody between you. There'll be lots of them that would be only too delighted to stand up there in these bloody altars of theirs to put, and you can't talk to God. Although I hate that word, unless you speak to Him first. You can't speak to God unless you go through one of these little feckers. These fellas in the black dress and the black. God, I'm not that far away from it myself. Didn't realize that. Anyway, so you're independent. You are the creator. You are a star. I said that, oh God, I said that many, 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 many years ago. That you're a star. You came from the stars. You are a star. A genuine star. Not a made up star. You're a perfect star. And everything that goes with that. Okay? And in the time to come, you'll create your own universes. Okay? You'll create your own universes. Now, I just posted on Facebook. I hope it comes out there because I posted it in 22 and I reposted it. But knowing me and how gifted I am, oh God, I'm very gifted with all the technical stuff. If I can plug something in now, I think I'm made. I was able to plug it in. But ask me to do anything else, forget it. This, to me, it's magic that I can, you know, set this thing up so I can speak to you. Now, does not interfere in death, as I said in the video. Does not interfere. If you fear death, it's equal to the fear of God, fear of the Creator. If that's the way you feel, got some work to do, my friend. Now, oh yeah, there's something that'll raise your eyebrows. I don't. Yeah, raise your eyebrows. Uh, it's been indicated to me, though I have not been given an actual date or time, but it was intimated to me that, and I'm talking about tomorrow, or next week, or next month, maybe not even next year. I'm still around. But it was intimidated to me that, or intimated, not intimidated, it was intimated to me that my appearance, I will not always look like this. And that is all I'm going to say. Okay? So, yeah, very appropriate that I put this up today, isn't it? Hmm. And I said also at the time, oh yeah, the was it just before or just after? I think it was just I can't make up whether this came after I had said that his time was over and that the foot was on the back of this little creature's neck. I said, and then this comes up. Strange, isn't it? And they depending on at least that little fecker there is depending on you being afraid of it. Okay, okay. If you're afraid of that, sorry, you've got some work to do. But it's possible to, if you're not at that stage yet, if you're not at that stage, then keep working, and eventually you will. There's nothing you can fear. There's nothing there to fear. Nothing. I don't care what it is. I spoke about hell. Did I speak about hell the last one or the one before? I was down there. I saw what that's like. It's not a nice place. Don't go there. But anyway, it's not for you. It's not for you people. That's for the special selected. Now, anything else? Yeah, I think very short video, isn't it? Only 20 minutes. Yeah. Um. Oh yeah, I put up. Yeah, I was speaking about that post that I reposted. I hope it comes out because I'm sure I made a hymns of it. Putting up a post that I put up in 1922 And I was reading it again, and it was speaking about create about angels and the creating of the archangels. Now, if you're able to read it, but if you can't and you want to read what it said in 1920, in 2022 about angels, that the first archangel to be created was yours truly. Okay, was yours truly. I kind of always knew it, but it was in the back of my mind. I never contradicted anybody if they said this angel was the first one or that angel was the first one. But I was created at the time for a very special reason, to do special work. Yeah. Well, I'm on the subject. I was just reminded. The last time I appeared on this planet, according to that good book of yours, uh, I appeared in over 2,000 years ago, if you remember in that Bible. And I was speaking to Mary. Okay. Now, Mary was conceived, let's say, through divine intervention. Okay. It was, let me put it this way, the seed that was planted in Mary, again, you might be hearing this for the first time. The seed that was planted in Mary, the divine seed, had so much power. Okay, it's had so much power in it, so much energy that no normal person was capable, or no normal woman was capable of getting that seed. It would kill her straight away. She would just explode. So Mary herself was very, very special. Okay, it was very, very special. Only her could take care, could handle that seed, that energy. Okay, only she, nobody else, could handle the energy, because the energy was enormous. Which goes to show you that Mary was not from here either. Okay, there's only someone who was not from here could be able to handle that source of energy. Which brings me to another point, that when the seed was implanted, it was not implanted here in this realm. This realm could not take it. The third dimension at the time, well, even now, could not handle that energy. So it was implanted, let's just say implanted somewhere else, not here. Mary couldn't handle it, or the earth couldn't handle it. That's how powerful that energy was. When Jesus was born, I'm talking about Christmas already, aren't I? He was born in Bethlehem. Bethlehem means the house of bread. Bread. It keeps popping up, doesn't it? Bread. The house of bread. He was not born in this dimension. again for the same reason, the energy would have been too enormous, right? He was born in the house of bread. He was born in Bethlehem. He was not born in this dimension. He was born outside the dimension and then uh, brought in here. So was Mary. Okay? But the energy, again, we now had um, Mary's energy and the baby's energy. It would have been absolutely massive. They're talking about atomic bombs. Okay? Brought here. And he wasn't born in a stable. He was born elsewhere and then brought here. Okay? Oh, sorry, I know I've thrown a lot at you. I've thrown quite a lot at you, but I think I can't be explaining one little segment for hours and hours. So I always going to give you the rough cut. I always give you the rough cut. I don't hang around. I give you the information. But if you see, it makes sense to handle that energy, which was enormous, couldn't be done here. That was special. It would take divine intervention or someone in that ilk. And they said it was Gabriel made the announcement. It was Gabriel who made the implant. But that's not the implant. Is the word? Is that the right word? Implant. Inseminate. Yeah, the insemination. Right. that that had to be done through divine intervention. Okay. So that was 2,000 years ago, and according to all and sundry, I haven't been back here since. Right now, I don't know whether I was or not. I know I was. I incarnated here, was it 2 or 3 times? Uh, at least once, anyway. Yeah, when I was the emperor or the king in Egypt, Akhenaten. Yeah. So I wasn't even going to make this video. I've had enough of them. But I kept getting reminded, give it out, put it out. Even if Yubi Chubi sticks them on the back burner. So yeah, it's been 2,000 years, according to that book, since I was here last. Now, given how important the time is that humanity is in now, the planet is in, it was time for me to come back in. It is only on the important occasions that I come in to do something. Yeah. So I think, yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to this change in whenever it's going to happen. I have an idea, but that's as far as I'm going to go. So, thank you all for watching and listening to me rambling on here. We do live in very interesting times. The wars, which is really about technology. And the oil is a very, very handy excuse. Very handy excuse. But there is an awful lot of evil in the world. A lot of evil. It was just given to me just a second now that only for the star seeds and myself and everybody else that came in, the world would not, you'd be in a different place. The world would not be in the same place. It had become very, very, very dark and dense. As dense as it is now, it will become much, much denser. And this world was created for humanity. I know there are others who would say, well, we were there first. You mean you broke in first? And it wasn't meant for you or for them. It was created for humanity. You were the special, humans are the special spark, the very, very special spark. So, yeah, I rambled on there in a bit, didn't I? So, we'll see now what happens to this post when I put her up. It will slip into the back burner again. I believe it will. But sooner or later, it'll come out. Sooner or later. If you want to share it, by all means, I'd be obliged if you would. But do the last one first, okay? Do the last video first. That's very, very, very important. Okay? Thank you all, and I wish you all a very good day.